So friends, it is absolutely right that one should not trust Western countries too quickly, because France, with which India had signed deals for Rafale fighter jets worth $7.4 billion, is now refusing to give the source code of Rafale fighter jets. This news has come out recently, and this becomes a huge blow for India. You will remember when the Pahalgam attack happened. After that, India urgently demanded the source codes of Rafale fighter jets from France. But till now, the source codes of those fighter jets have not been delivered to India. And this is not the only reason why it becomes very surprising. Because whenever France gets a chance to sell its weapons, to market its weapons, they don't leave any opportunity. Recently, when PM Modi went to America and participated in the United Nations General Assembly Summit, even then the French President Emmanuel Macron had offered PM Modi that they will give submarines, provide jet engines, and underwater drones. They even promised to transfer technology. They make big promises, but when it comes to actually delivering, that's where the lag starts. Here also you see, when India needed it, they asked for data of the Chinese PL-15 missile from India, but when they had to deliver the source code of Rafale jets to India, they refused to give it. I will definitely discuss about this, whether this is exactly the source code. Why is France not giving this source code? How is France scared of Indian missiles? We will try to understand that as well, but I remember one incident. He was a former employee of DRDO. He warned us a few months ago. We were warned never to trust France. They say something else. They do something else. They make promises, and then they retreat back. Let's talk about technology transfer. But when it comes to transfer, they teach us IP laws in the name of IP rights and never transfer the technology to India. I'm going to discuss about this as well. Let's start with me, directly coming to the news. What did you see, friends? A well-known French company, also known as Dassault Aviation, is the manufacturer of Rafale fighter jets. They have refused to give the source code of Rafale jets to India. Let me tell you briefly about the source code. See, friends, the brain of any fighter jet is the source code. That is, the critical functionalities of the fighter jet, such as how it will be integrated with which radar, how it will be integrated with which weapon, how electronic warfare will be carried out. All these things are determined through the source code. And to put it in simple terms, suppose India has its own BrahMos missile, which has to be fitted in the Rafale fighter jet. Unless we get the source code of Rafale, we cannot fit our missile inside it. Even if he is declared physically fit, we will not be able to fire him. We will not be able to launch it, because we will not have the source code of that fighter jet available to us. And it is very important for India to get this source code, because in this case, the scanned array, electronically scanned array installed inside Rafale and the modular mission computer installed there is the backbone of the Rafale fighter jet. Only if we get its source code will we be able to study it. Only then can we make any changes or modifications in it. If India gets its source code, then basically if India wants, it can use its Astra missile by removing the existing missile. Obviously, India will benefit a lot from this. Our reliance on their missiles will be less. Our self-reliant India initiative will move further. And the most important thing is that our expenses will be reduced, because their missiles are very expensive. But friends, France obviously does not want this. France wants that the Mika missile of European company MBDA should be used in Rafale and not the air-to-air missile of Astra, because obviously they earn double through this. Due to this, their missiles remain fitted in their own fighter jets. In fact, Astra has become so amazing. This is the reason why France does not want to share its missiles or its source code with India, because it is somewhere very worried about the cost-effectiveness of our missiles and the tactical effectiveness of our missiles. Now, what is the impact of this whole thing on India? Friends, this entire thing has a huge technological impact on India. If I talk technologically and economically, our Air Force had signed a deal worth 60 crore rupees for 36 Rafale fighter jets 9 years ago. After that, now our Navy has finalized a deal worth 63,000 crore rupees for 26 Rafale jets. If we are not able to get the source code from them, or if they do not give us the source code, our dependency on them will continue, but we will have to procure their missiles, due to which this amount is increasing day by day. You can see here that we have just signed the deal for Rafale Marine, while we were having a fight with Pakistan. Meanwhile, we have signed this fighter jet deal. But the biggest problem in this is that of sovereignty. India, friends, until they get the source code, our dependence on France will never end. We will never be able to become self-sufficient in that area. Our strategic autonomy will never be ensured. We will always have to remain dependent on other countries, which becomes a very big problem. Money is on one side, but our decision-making capability will never be in our hands, because we will have to depend on France for that. And that is why it becomes a big blow for India. Now, friends, if you see, this is not the first time France is doing this. France has done such a thing before also. An employee of DRDO reminded us of an old incident when he said in very simple language that we were in talks with France regarding the Kaveri engine. It is around 2010. France said, "What will we do to India? We'll transfer technology. We will give IPR. We'll give intellectual property rights." But when it came to actually doing it, when it came to transfer of technology, they said that they overpromise and they never deliver. They never share IPR rights of technology. He even said that talking to France was like talking to a dead wall, because France never transfers its technology. He always wants to keep himself superior, and exactly the same thing is happening today. That big deals were done, but despite that, they do not want to deliver the source code to us here at all. But India should not be too surprised. Only time will tell what will happen next. But yes, we will have to find some solution or some way out. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section. Thank you so much for listening. Stay tuned and